with being such now an experienced agent, I'm pretty sure there's going to be one or two principles and absolute pillars that are non-negotiables to you on how you work, how you deal with customers, how you go about life in general. So if you could what are those couple of principles that you've got that are absolutely non-negotiable with everything?
That's a really good one because I think everyone should have these as the core part of your entire day and your life in general. Honesty and transparency goes without saying. It's probably the most obvious answer. There's no better answer than that. But just to go into the depth, I think it's more about the mindset, the intent that you approach this with. I take my investors' money as my own. I would never ask them or recommend any particular project which I wouldn't confidently invest in myself. I see them as my partners. I start off by educating them with the most updated facts and figures of the market, what's upcoming for the next quarter and for the next year. Then we brainstorm, we work together as a team, we align our visions and we go forward, right? So this is the initial part, which most people believe is the most hardest part. I think it's the easiest part is to begin with the initial purchase. The main concept is what happens after the purchase. That's where the real deal is. The service you provide, the kind of process, how smoothly can you make the process for them until handover for an off-plan project. Especially with end users, the moment when you're giving them the handover, when you're there with them in their home, that's when the true bond is created. That's when the relationship is created. When you help them move in, then you're family to them. You get invited for Christmas, Eid, Diwali, for everything, birthdays, anniversaries, everything, right? It's a beautiful feeling. And for investors, after the first purchase, the main connection happens when you're giving them the profits at resale. Resale is very important. Or maybe getting the house rented after handover at a high rental income. So these are the points which are more important than the first part itself, because our success is tied up to their success. When they grow, we grow. So the concept is, the whole focus is on making sure they grow. So I think with this particular principle, things tend to go on for a very long term, and we sit with them for the rest of their lives. We're always there.